Today we are doing top 10 weirdest animals found. Yeah, as you can see right there. So yeah, let's get into the first one. So number one, is the star-nosed mole. From the side, the mole only looks a bit odd, but seen head-on, it can be quite startling. It is considered by numerous people to be incredibly ugly with its odd tentacle-like nose. In reality, the 11 pairs of appendages on the snout are quite amazing. They contain over 25,000 sensory receptors, which are called Eimer's organs, I guess it says. This is the critter's main sensory apparatus, and it is so fine-tuned that scientists believe it can detect seismic waves. There's nothing really ugly about the star-nosed mole. It's just different, and it's in its own weird way quite cute. Microhyla nepenthicola. This is an amazingly tiny frog which was discovered just 4 years ago in Borneo in 2010. This was 2014, I guess, list. When researchers first discovered this tiny frog, they assumed it was a baby. Since then, the others have been found, and now researchers know that even full-grown adults usually do not surpass half an inch in length. Leaf deer. Speaking of small, if the leaf deer doesn't make you go, "Aww," nothing will. This little deer look like babies. These little deer look like babies, but even the full-grown adults generally reach only about 2.5 feet in height. They typically weigh around 25 pounds. Harp sponge. If you want an odd, look no further than the ocean. Those shadowy depths hide all kinds of intriguing residents we would find quite alien by our standards. That's very true. The harp sponge looks a bit like a candelabra. It kind of does. Sitting on the bottom of the ocean, despite its delicate, elegant appearance, it is quite dangerous to crustaceans, which is, in fact, devours. Icefish. Oh, that sounds dangerous. Okay. Icefish live in the ocean around Antarctica. Whew. Whew. They have a super amazing adaptation to the cold water. Instead of blood flowing through their veins, they have a kind of natural antifreeze that maintains their body temperature. That's actually really awesome. How awesome is that, though? Sea pig. It's a pig in the sea. The sea pig is nothing like a pig, except perhaps in the flesh tone of its body. It is actually a kind of sea cucumber with feet. That's pretty cool. They tend to look rather fat and round. To a human being, they appear more than a little alien. Yeah, they kind of do. They are actually incredibly common, though, and inhabit sea floors of every ocean in the world, including the Antarctic. Often they travel in huge groups, sometimes in hundreds. Despite their oddness, they seem to elicit cute responses and even appear to be something of an internet meme. Good for the sea pig. Oh, this one doesn't have a picture. Phelostithus coulong. As the name indicates, what makes the fish unusual is phallus. The male critter's reproductive organ is located on its head. The female fish's genitals are also located on her head, though obviously not as prominently. We'll forego a lot of pooning and innuendo and press on the next odd animal. Onto the next odd animal. Portuguese man of war. This thing is ugly. It looks like paint to me. I don't even know why they call it a man. So, regular mistaken for a jellyfish, the man of war is actually a siphonophore. What the heck is that? Is it an animal which is comprised of a colony of organisms which work together, function as one? That's pretty weird. Japanese spider crab. Looks like a weird looking spider, don't it? Want to give an arachnophobic diver a heart attack? Put a Japanese spider crab in his path. These critters have very, very long legs, which can extend up to 12 feet. Oh my gosh! Despite their somewhat intimidating appearance, yeah, that's pretty intimidating, they are reported to be quite docile and friendly, and a lot less scary than many of the more, whatever that word is, innocuous looking species that inhabit the ocean floor. Now that looks weird, don't it? The tunicate. Well, it's a long paragraph thing. I'm going to read the first paragraph. This one is not so exciting to look at, but it totally wins the bizarre animal contest. It is colloquially known as the sea squirt. This is a sea creature that eats its own brain. A marine invertebrate. It spends part of its life in a larval stage where it can swim around in the water, much like a fish or any other mobile animal. This is a relatively brief period in the sea squirt's life. They cannot feed in this stage, so they swim off, find a nice little bit of seed to settle in on, and then plant themselves.
3,
So yeah,
2,
thank you
1.
guys for watching the top 10 weirdest animals